How's my audio, Bill? Feels good. Thanks, Bill. Now I only got freaking 6 people on. Yeah. I think it just jumped up quite a bit, like 35, 40 people. Oh, yeah. Hear that friction? Sounds good. Sounds good. Alfred, what are you up to, man? I heard you're up in Canada tonight. What's Canada like this evening? Come on, Al. You're a good shot. We love it. Unlike me, Tony's a good shot. He doesn't miss much ever. Al, that's not true. I can't even hit a can at 30. Don't make me think about it. All right, what's everybody want to see? We got 65 on, so we got to shoot the big boy bow. We got to shoot the big boy bear bow. All that hoopla, hoopla, hoopla. I think right now I only have 2 arrows set up for this bow. Smoked them. How's the crickets sound tonight? Big Meat. That's an interesting name. I've never shot against Laura Croft. Not with the bows anyway. We did shoot pistols once. And she's a heck of a shot with a pistol. I don't know, Bill. We're a little light here. Total focus on right now. We had quite a few jump on there in the beginning once things started rolling, but I mean, I'll shoot for 25 or 30 guys. Don't matter. Guys, gals, whoever's on. I mean, we're still waiting for the mods to show up. We're still waiting on Fishing Girl or Austin's chick or whatever her name is today. We're waiting for a couple of other folks to jump on. And it should be fun. Interesting. That's some alright shooting. Mind you, I've shot 2 different bows there with 3 different arrow setups, so. That's about as good as it gets. I don't use air rifles. Hello from West Virginia, Justin. Looking good down here. That one was a little forward, but the rest of them were perfect. Hello from Texas, what's up? The Nox? Oh, I'm just using regular nocturnal Nox. David and Sammy from Ohio, thanks for jumping on. Hello from Zimbabwe. See, Bill, you were super optimistic, but it is not going as scheduled, unfortunately. Shooting way too low. All right, when we break 75 people, we're going to shoot the cans. So you guys want to see the cans light up? Got to hang out. We'll get some more folks on here. Don't forget to like it. Put your comments down there. Helps push this out to more folks. We'll get more folks on and we'll hit it. Ted in Texas, yes. Yes, hit the cans, right? Right now we're at 19 yards to the buck. The can is probably, oh, I don't know, 15 or 16. I would, but I don't have one. I don't have a Desert Eagle. I should. All right, as promised in the description, we wanted to talk about bow setup a little bit. And I've got this Recurve. It's got 20-pound limbs on it right now. I've got it set up with a 9¼ inch brace height. That seems where it wants to shoot arrows the best. It's a great little practice bow. It's working out for me. Today I took some balls of yarn and put on there, and they are working excellent as a string silencer. The crickets are really getting loud in the background. Got a nice little ambiance. I'm sure on a Friday night everybody's got their beer or their beverage of choice. David and Sammy, I appreciate it. You guys are a blast in the comments. I appreciate it. Finally, we hit the can. Top of the lungs. Man, I just try not to fart too much. Ted in Texas, I primarily a saddle hunter. Oh shit, there's a deer. The wind got it. Two in a row in the can. That's a tiny target too. Jeremiah, we do have a solar consultation. I'm looking at trying, I got about a 2,800 square foot roof. If you guys can come out here, put the solar panels up, get me set up for free, that would be awesome. Jay, I have no idea. No, it's not in. Maryland opens up on the 6th of September, so next Friday. We'll be getting after it. Hunting in a saddle, yep. Prince Bigfoot is not here. There is, however, a little dinosaur we call Littlefoot. He's been around since the 1980s and super cute. He's actually starred in a movie. Just left. Just right. So what's everybody up to this evening? just left. Can't avoided me. That's cool. I can't believe you're watching me while you're doing that. That's kind of sick. And here we've got the beautiful bear, super grizzly. This thing's decked out with a pretty decent string. Nice little fur balls, silenced up pretty good. It shoots pretty fantastic. Prints I do not, but my wife does. I just film for it. No, I didn't Robin Hood the last one. Nice little group right there. They're just all right around the can. All three of these. Dead nuts, double lungers. Right in the insert. Rooster, where at in PA? Yeah, I did a little stint in the Army. Carlisle is nice. Trash I was. Rooster, Butler's pretty awesome. You're real close to some good hunting there in Ohio. E7. We're on the East Coast here in Pennsylvania. Small water, nice for jumping on. Thanks, I appreciate it. IFB, thanks for jumping back on. Dead nuts ringer. Same spot. Take Clefty. Let me see what else you said. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. Look, I like Alabama. I spent a little bit of time down there. I spent some time at Redstone Arsenal. I like the weather. The weather down there is awesome. Like I said, I'm going to try to shoot 100 days in a row. I don't know how that's going to work through bow season. Might have to do it in the mornings, might have to do it in the evenings after I hunt. Whatever. I'm still going to get out. Still going to do an hour alive at some point. Try to. Just put the time in, see what works. Way north. Pony Boy's back on. What's going on, buddy? Okeechobee. You know, there's a paraplegic deer there that hasn't had any action yet tonight. She was down, she's staying down. I'm yelling timber. She better move. She better dance. It's too late. She just had a heart attack. The pump house is firing on all cylinders. And hers is running out of gas. So is his. Levi, my biggest buck's about a 122, give or take an inch or two. Bill, I'm not taking my clothes off, bro. But if you want to see something sexy, check that out. Oh. Ms. Paraplegic, how are you? Mister, I've been shot 4,277 times in the last 13 days. We're going to shoot you in half at some point. That's all right. Use the nocturnal tool because it helps wear these out less. Rooster, thank you. A boss wonders. Thank you. I have two different bows here. I'm shooting an October Mountains product bow. That's an Adventure 2, and then I'm shooting a Bear Super Grizzly. I'm trying to stay away from gut shots. Willy-nilly, what's up? I just hit it on the side with the fletching. Snail, I appreciate it, man. We're going to try to do as many reps as I can. It's building the muscles. It's building the muscle memory. I mean, we're shooting the can. I don't know. I said I'd find you. You said you didn't have Facebook, huh? Maybe I'll send you a message on here if I can. That arrow flew kind of wonky. Major Shady, we got to give you the daily shout out, my man. Just so you know, Bomad was looking for you earlier, so he could do the shout out too. Shout out to Major Shady. Thanks, Taylor. These arrows are, wow, 50 subs. How long you been at it? Tyke, my mom's probably on here. Boy, that wind, coupled with these arrows that are just over spine for this bow, they're coming out really bad, really knock hard right. I might have just broke the light on that one. Maybe just put 3 right in the heart. I think maybe I need another can just to make this fun. Boy, you got blasted in the throat there. And the shoulder. And a couple in the heart. taking a beating there, boy. All right, so we need some questions here in the chat. Something to keep me motivated. I love answering the questions about bow setups. I love to explain to everybody what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and what it takes to get really proficient with a recurve or a longbow. And I don't mind sharing it with you. So I have two different. I have some cheap ones here that I only paid 20 bucks for a 3-pack. The rest of them, they are Luminox. The green one's a Luminox. All these pinkish ones are Luminox, the ones that keep turning off. The cheap ones, they have a little button on so I can flip them off with my thumbnail. And this one, that was about burnt out. It's probably been shot it's probably a couple years old too. David Hedge, good morning. Who broke their crossbow? Rooster, I haven't shot a deer with a bow since, I don't know, 2016, I think. What was the question about the brace height snail? The brace height on this is 8 inches. So we're at about 9 1/4 brace height on this bow. On the bear, it's about 8 1/8, 8 1/4. Seems where it just like shoots the best. The Cool Fox, what's up? Bows are more fun to use, I think. It adds to the challenge. I mean, there's an allure there. That's right, 8 inches from here to there. Yeah, look, I don't have anything against anybody that hunts. David, hey, have a good one. Take care. Anybody that hunts with a crossbow, compound bow, doesn't matter to me. As long as you're doing what you enjoy and what you think you need to do to harvest a deer. Judging by the way I'm hitting that can tonight, I'm not doing that great. Right off the top of the target, just to the left, right of the can. Double lung. Surgot's trying to call me. I probably have to add a twist or two to it yet, but I think it's probably got 500 shots out of the bear snail, so it's probably real close to where it needs to be. Yeah, is anybody watching me on the TV or is everybody on the phone? David, I appreciate it. I hope to be, I hope to be that guy that brings everybody in the hunting community together instead of splitting people apart. Bless you too, man. Get out there and buy one. Surgot, I saw you try to call me, man. If you're trying to make plans to shoot on Sunday, whatever you want to do, we're going to be here. I think I had a little bit of a cant to the bow there. All right, let's rock the bear for 2 or 3 shots here. Colt, you need a shout out too. If you got a channel, everybody go and I don't even know what he's about. What are you about, Colt? Give yourself a shout out down here. Can I show you out? Yeah, if you're looking to get out, man, just jump out. Nathan Sparkman, hey man, what's going on? I mean, that bow just shoots lights out. Junior, there's an awesome bow review that Alfred did on an $80 bow from Amazon. It's a Samick Sage kind of knockoff with a new string, some good arrows. You could be shooting lights out with a 35-pound recurve. It's legal to hunt with. You can get out there and create havoc. And super, like I shoot that bow just as well as I shoot any of these bows. So. And on that topic, you know, because Alfred and I hunt so much all the time, if we were out filming and he shoots a deer and we still got deer moving around, I wouldn't even get down out of the tree. I would just take his bow, put another arrow in it, and I'd be ready to rock. That's the confidence level I have in that bow. It's fantastic for the price. So if you check out the video, the link for the bow and I think all the other parts he has for it are in the description, and it's kind of one-stop shop. Get yourself set up and don't wait. You know, I think the worst thing you can do is wait, because you want to get the bow, you want to start shooting, you want to start building that proficiency with the system. Now if you're looking for a compound bow, Bear makes a whole lot of bows that are already set up, ready to hunt. RTH line. Any of these new flagship bows from any of the manufacturers are great. What I would suggest though, if you're going to do a compound bow, go to a reputable dealer, one that's going to let you shoot a lot. Just go and shoot a couple different bows, get a good feeling for them. No, usually we're going to get a pass-through, so we're not using the light on the arrow to chase the deer. What we're doing is, you know, a lot of low light situations happen for filming, so when we're filming you can see the actual hit. That's going to give you an indication of how long you need to wait before you can go and chase that deer down. Absolutely. If you have the opportunity to go to a shop and shoot a couple of recurve bows, you can do that as well. I shot mine at Cabela's before I picked it up, just to make sure I was happy with it. My favorite bow is probably that striker bow that I blew up, followed close second by the Bear bow that I'm shooting over there, and then the third one I guess would be my V3X from Matthews. Yeah, David, I'm telling you, there's a lot of value in that bow. I picked this one up used. Doesn't have strong enough limbs on to hunt with, but I paid $75 for it. It's normally like $140, $150 bow. And again, it's just a practice bow. Working on release, not plucking the string. It's good to have a bow like this to mess around with setups so that you can understand what different adjustments you make to your arrows do to the bow what different adjustments you do to the bow, how they affect the flight of the arrow, and all of that stuff. So there's value in that too. Yeah, Cabela's has a couple of takedown bows in a box. Sam, that's true, man. Just to the left of that can. I don't know. Just to the left. Again, I put some 125 grain field tips on there because I was shooting at like 40 yards earlier tonight. I don't think they're optimal. I would assume that probably 175 or 200 grain tips on there is optimal for accuracy, but it's still shooting pretty good. It does shoot real good with 250s, but I'm lobbing them. My point on is just terrible with 250s on there. How do you keep your arms from moving? Jackie, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Alfred Pecker how I do that. But just practice, I guess. Yeah, the grain weight is the weight of either the tip or the arrow. Like the arrows, these ones are 8.3 grains per inch. The other ones are 7.1 grains per inch. So if you add that up over 29 inches plus 175 grains for a tip and a 75 grain insert, you're at like 525, 550. Badoo, hi, what's up? Ooh, I don't want to shoot that one. It's got a light tip on there. If I'd have shot that, I would have shot it right over for that deer and through the fence probably. Splin. Don't do that. We just dropped it for a second and reconnected quick. Hold the bow out horizontal and then turn my wrist, not the arm to set up. Yeah, everybody's got their own techniques, and I just who's Rooster? He's a guy from man. Marty, I have seen some crazy stuff out there, and yeah, I think I've seen that. There's guys that don't have a right arm and they shoot with their mouth out of a release on a compound bow. Everybody's doing crazy stuff. I love it. Here comes her. Yeah. He's from Butler. So we got one bad shot there at a tie. We got one that's so far forward there from that lighter bow that probably would have hit a spine. And the rest of them, because this deer's where even they appear to be a little forward. I hate every time it drops off. I don't know what's going on. I don't have the Wi-Fi on. Should have no issues there. Do a 360. Man, this ain't TikTok. Bo, or Bill, that's a good point. Bill says a lot of people misunderstand why I'm using such a heavy arrow. When I went to Cabela's the other day, the guy who was trying to set this bow up set it up with like a 5¼ inch brace height. I don't think that he understands some of the intricate details of a bow like this. The reason that we're using such a heavy arrow is because we're tuning the arrow to the bow. So what shoots good out of the bow is usually an arrow that's got plus 25% FOC or 23% FOC. In a compound bow, modern compound bow, 23 is a good number. But FOC is forward of center on your weight. When you get that forward of center weight, you can do a couple things to adjust the spine of the arrow. So the more weight you put on there, it will affect how that arrow bends. And then the less weight you have on there, it'll allow that arrow to bend less, put less flex in the arrow. So in order to get that shooting straight bullet holes in paper, you have to have the right setup. And then after that, everything is just consistency with your aim and your knock point against your face. I take that cock vein and I put it right on the side of my cheek. I put it, well, on the side of my lip, I put it right there. And then I'm looking straight down that arrow with my nose tucked in there just enough that I don't hit it with the string. And then all I'm doing is just getting a nice little release off of there. String silencers, those are just pieces of yarn that I put on today. Boom, that's the spot. No, it's not for the wind. Just to silence the string. If I took those off, this bow would be like twang, twang. Oh, smoke them. So when you set your arrows up, what you want to do is you want to put your fletching so that you have your two main fletchings back here up against the riser. And you have your cock vein pointed out. What that'll do is it'll allow that thing to just ride right on the top of the shelf. See that kind of brown spot in there? That's where that feather rides across there. And again, if you hold this perfectly perpendicular, this is about 5/8 or 6/8 above the shelf if you hold it perfectly. So you can see that right there, it's higher. Instead of being down here straight. That allows the fletchings to clear the arrow or the rest. But as you draw the bow back, it flattens out because you're adding that different curvature to that string when you flex it. I don't know how much torque it has. Yeah, a lot of guys split their arrows. Just miss that can every time. Guys, I appreciate the comments. It's hard to keep up. There's so much going on here. I love it. Bomad was live twice today or 3 times today. He got a lot of shooting in. He set up an archery range sort of in the back portion of his property. I don't know whether he took a weed whacker down there, but he blasted out a trail, put some of his targets back there, lit them up with some illumination, and just went crazy with it. He had a lot of folks on the live. Hopefully some of them will come over and say hello to us tonight. But that's what it's all about, building that brotherhood, working some YouTube stuff, and then putting in the work and getting proficient. 2 shots you got. Murphy, what's going on? He says, hit the cannon, I'll buy pizza on Friday. Murphy, I don't know if you know this or not, but you're already buying pizza on Friday after that pepper incident. All right, Punk May, have a good one. Thank you. I know. Wendell, hello from India. I'll buy the beer, Murphy. I'm like a ½ inch to the right there. Murphy, you're assuming we're going to have time to stop and eat lunch. I hit it. Just with the fletching. But if we shoot deer in the morning, there's not going to be any lunch at the Firewood Grill. Or fire, whatever it is. Wood Fire Kitchen. Murphy is your kind of guy, Bill. You and him should go sit in a tree together, shoot a deer in Maryland. You'll meet him Friday. How? How do I do that? Zach, I appreciate it. Rollin, that's cool. Yeah, it is a cool bow. I'm loving it. So we are 1 inch to the right there and a ½ inch to the right with that one. This one hit it going by. And I don't know what I did with that one. We need a solid hit here on that can. That's starting to irritate me. That's what Murphy's talking about, is hunting Maryland Friday for their season opener. It's the 6th of September. Good opportunity to try to kill a velvet buck down there. Zach, I've been hunting a long time. I have done this about 200 or 300 times a day for like 14 days straight, so that's one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to work out all my flaws. I'm using a practice bow here. We drilled the can there, Murph. Murphy, that pepper was rough, man. My body immediately rejected that thing. I don't know what happened there. I plucked that thing bad. Usually when you pluck the string, it'll send it left. It's 2 out of 3. The true story. I couldn't get 3 out of 4. Fudge. I tried. Rooster, I've been jumping on live every day for like 14 days in a row. So usually the time is 8:30 to 9 to like 10:30, 11. Zach, we could have a conversation. I mean, I don't consider myself a highly political guy. I believe in the strong values. I believe in this American dream that we used to have. Um, but yeah, it's a tough subject. It's hard to talk about it in an open forum because then you get judged a lot based off of your opinion. So it's kind of scary, especially, you know, if you're trying to build a YouTube and, you know, you've got different followers from all different places. It's that's probably a touchy subject to talk about for me anyway. But, you know, if you ask a question, I'll either field it with an honest answer, or I'll field it with a sarcastic answer of some sort. I also come from a military background too, so that's high. Not too high, but it ain't great. I wouldn't want to do that on Friday. That's perfect. Yeah, I think I fall probably on the red spectrum here quite a bit. There's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to pay unrealized taxes on stuff I haven't sold. I'm not going to do that. Doesn't matter who's elected. I stand by that. And I'm getting squirrely there. Willie, I appreciate it. Yeah, they were all right shots. I would shoot at that can with this bow, but if I hit the top of it and it skips off, this thing will go under the fence in 100 yards, so I don't feel like that. Grayson, nice to have you back on, man. How's the camping trip going? Rooster, I've been shooting compound bow since I was a kid. I think I started with an old stick bow when I was like 10 or 11 years old. Shot compounds up until some point last year where I bought an Amazon bow. That's right there at that same green one, but that knock didn't turn on. But as far as recurves or traditional bows of any kind, mostly this year, about 5 weeks ago probably. So not very long. But with a little bit of grit, a little bit of determination, you can really sharpen your skills. Like at this point in the night, I've got, I don't know, I've been down this hill, I don't know how many times, I'm wearing the grass out. But I've got 4 arrows in this target, 4 arrows in this target, so I'm shooting about 8 around, or at least 4 around. And I've probably been down this hill 20 times, 18 times. So I'm guessing I've shot 65 or 70 shots total so far. And after you get the first 10 in, you know, the muscles just don't work as well as what they should. And then your fingers get tired and everything starts to go a little wonky. But I keep doing it, and I don't worry about the accuracy at this point. I just worry about, you know, hey, look, I'm drawing the bow, I'm going through the motions, I'm shooting, I'm pushing my muscles to the, you know, to the maximum that they're really willing to do. And I don't let that get into my head like, oh, I'm shooting terrible. I just in one side of the brain, out the other. What do you use to record the hunts? Murphy, I have two different cameras that I have three cameras. I've got a GoPro Hero 11 that I like. I don't use that as much. Traditionally, I've used the Samsung Galaxy S21 that I'm doing the live on. And Alfred's got a DSLR, and I've also got a Sony AX53, which is a pretty phenomenal camera to do this with. We're using a Rode mic. You can see that. And we're trying to set up so that we can get everything on film and get it put out. It is a proper American thing, I guess. Yeah, hit that sub button if you want to see more archery content, especially some really great hunts. We're planning to try to do some hunts live this year. So if you're into that and you want to see it live, go ahead and hit that sub button. We're going to bring it to you as much as we can. We're going to hunt every night of the week once October starts, from 4 p.m. till close. What's behind me? My house is behind me, sort of. Then the other part of the yard. You're being sneaky. You're trying to get me to turn around and look in the dark. Man, I could go for a good cup of tea. I like flavored tea though, so don't make fun of me. That's better. Thanks, Rooster. What I need to do is start and schedule them all out, get some hashtags, get some thumbnails, see what works best, and just sort of replicate it over and over again over the next 90 days. We're on the push for 2,500 subs. We're getting there. We're also on the push for 4,000 watch hours. We want to get monetized here in the next month or so. So that we can afford to spend a little bit of money on our equipment, a little bit of money for gas going from place to place. Just kind of put a little money towards the hunting part. If it goes well enough, we'd like to make a trip to the Midwest. We'd also like to make a trip to Ohio. I think even now we could do that pretty easily. But being able to film it, put it out there for you guys is like, that's the goal. A couple old videos on the YouTube ski. We've been doing the filming for like 4 years. A lot of the really old stuff, or past last year, just I don't have access to it anymore. I don't know, I got in a mood at one point and just said, well, I'm never going to use this stuff. And then lo and behold, we had a YouTube. So I wish I had it. There's some really cool kill shots, really awesome hunts, some good stories. But we're going to bring all that to you this year with the recurves. We're going to do it to it. No, it wasn't infantry. Ryan, I should. Of course, I can't even hit the can with it tonight. Let's put a different tip on there, and I'm sure I will. I have any of the heavy tips? Shed time. Shed time. So we're going to take those 125s off. We're going to put a 250 on there. That thing's going to shoot like a judo. Look at that monster. Hey, thanks for just joining. I probably will shoot the deer, but I'm going to shoot that can first. See how much better that flies? Let's put another one on there. Let's do another one. Yeah, Murphy, you got a lot of work to do. What are you shooting this year? All right, Zach, I'm going to give you the full rundown, all right? I joined the Pennsylvania National Guard. I was pretty much full-time from the time I got in. I did 3 deployments. I started off as a 55 Bravo, which is an ammunition specialist. That's now an 89 Bravo. After that, I went into a supply position, got the MOS. Then I did some training. I did readiness. I did joint operations. The latter part of my career, I've been in finance, and now I manage a lot of money for the Army, well, for the Pennsylvania Guard. That's my story. So that stress level keeps me kind of even. Now the knock flew out of there, but like I said, if I put those tips on, those arrows fly more consistent. They drop a little faster, but they fly really good. Hey, where's the knock? These things are so beat up. They've been turned off 14,942 times. I think I got one more tip in there I can put on. And I've got 3 heavy ones to shoot the can. Shoot 1 light one. And again, that's part of my accuracy issue, right? I'm shooting 3 different types of arrows. Well, 2 different types of arrows, but 3 different weights and 2 different bows. Yeah, I'd never regret anything I did. Like I enjoyed it. Things were tough at times, right? Not always sunshine and rainbows and stuff, butterflies. But it's been good for the family. Good career choice for me because it kind of forced me to stick with it, right? And now we're back to doing sort of the same thing. Murphy, that's probably a pretty good arrow. What broadhead you gonna sling? Whiskey. Which reminds me, I probably should have a small glass of whiskey now. It helps to combat the lower back pain, the arm fatigue, and answering the silly questions that I get from crazy people. But there's not too many of them on tonight. Mega meats, yeah. If it was vodka, I was leaving. Well, thanks for that. I like a good Kentucky bourbon. That's how you know you're just tired, man. Like, I can't hit that thing for poop. Well, dead ringer the deer, though. All right, light arrow coming up. Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. IFE, you're not crazy at all, man. I'm talking about those guys that come in here and they ask if you touch yourself with your bow and all that weird shit. And you're a youngin'. Thanks, Paul. So we're bringing back the pretty girl. Everybody loves this bow because it's just so daggum good looking. It's just, the color's amazing. It's got that glass. It's got the tips. It's just pretty. I have no idea. I'd have to look it up and see what wood it's made out of. I don't know. Pretty wood. Yeah, I did motorcycles for a long time, IFE, and then I damn near killed myself about 100 times, so I've decided to stop that madness. I think that knock is broken. But it's basically touching that arrow that's right in the center of the lungs there. Ooh. Yeah, the Johnny Walker. Thanks, man. All right, everybody, here's the question of the night. What year was Fred Bear born? Bill, don't answer the question. And then my second question is going to be, what year did he die? Fred Bear, year that he was born, year that he died. Come on, put it in the comments here. I want to see what we're talking about. Zach, you're close. There you go, Rooster. Rooster knew it. '88. 02 to 88. All right, I'm taking a quick. Ooh, what's going on in here? Oh, nobody leave me. I need a little bit of blade and bow. We're gonna do that. back to the crickets. That YouTube stuff the kid watches, man, that's crazy. Who'd watch YouTube? Yeah, rooster's on it. I duffed one off the belly of the deer. That's my first miss all day. Well, other than the cans I'm shooting at. Ugh. That bow's just so rough to pull back after about 70 shots. Here comes the rooster. Yeah! You know, it's nice having a gentleman on tonight. Last night I felt like I was on an episode of, I don't know, what's that one TV show where they all try to marry some guy? I don't even know. But it was like there was people asking me all kinds of questions. And I'm like, yo, I'm married. '62 Polar. Ty, I am. Bill, I don't know. I don't even know if I know all of the different medallions he used. I don't even want to guess because I don't want to look bad. That's one thing I won't do. I won't talk about something that I don't know anything about. One, I just don't want to. I don't want to spread bad info. But two, I don't want to be called out on something. Not a good look. A 52 with brass medallion. Yeah, Bill's bow's pretty sweet. I wish he wasn't left-handed so I could shoot it. And when we talk about original bare bows from the 60s, imagine how many of them were actually manufactured as left-handed bows. Probably not too many. So that thing's probably rare as a blue jay screaming at a buck I'm trying to shoot at. Schmack it. Here comes the rooster. Yeah! Rooster, I think you're like either you or IFE, man. You're on the list to become a moderator, I think, just because you're cool shit. Again, I put them heavy tips on there. Yeah. Striking the bottom of that thing and blasting it into the dirt. What I do have to do is shoot this though a little bit. I haven't been shooting it too much. Prior to 62, Bear used the nickel. Yep, I think I was familiar with that. He used a pewter medallion in a 62. Yep. It's about as center as she gets. And that's bad. I don't want to shoot that one because it's got a broken knock. Burnt out knock. Knock that doe around. Man, that's some good whiskey. That's some high proof stuff. Rest in peace, Fred. Thanks for what you gave us. You know, this is a really good opportunity to talk about why I'm going back to using this type of bow this year. Never thought for a million years I'd be that guy. But everything is just, especially in the archery world, right? The hunting world, everything has just gotten to a point where everybody's so focused on what the new piece of gear is, or how they can hunt easier, hunt better, hunt faster, hunt harder. And with a modern compound bow, I just feel like I have such an advantage over the animals that I'm chasing. And I think the results over the last 6 or 7 years say the same thing. And what I wanted to do is set out with Alfred to see if we can replicate what we've been doing. Now understand, Alfred's only hunted with me for 2 years. This is his 3rd season. He's already killed a deer this year with the recurve because he's got some red tags in a place he's able to hunt. But last year he shot 7 deer. The year before that he shot 4. And he's only archery hunted 2 years. He's only deer hunted 2 years. So, you know, with this year being his 3rd year, having 12 deer under his belt, I just kind of, I don't want to say it's too easy. That sounds cocky. But we have mastered it. I think. I think that's a good term to use. Mastering that skill is probably a good term. So once we've mastered it, then I think we're in the top 4 or 5% of bow hunters. I mean, like the 4% of bow hunters kill 21% of deer. That's facts. I mean, there's surveys out there from all of the states, from the Midwest over, right? Midwest and East. And then 83% of your deer are shot on private ground. Well, we only hunt public stuff. Do we have some great places to hunt? Sure. I shot 5 last year. I think I shot 5 the year before that. I shot 4 the year before that. So, and some really nice bucks. We've shot a buck every year for the last 5 years in Pennsylvania. We shot 1 in Maryland. And this journey that we're going on is just to see if we can kind of replicate that without using all that modern technology. I don't know if I'm shooting way too low. I think as slow as what this arrow's getting there, most of those deer duck a little bit before the arrow gets there. I'll give you that one as a little forward, but that deer's also quartering down the hill real hard too, so I'm shooting it like I'd be hunting it. And that's right in the heart, so I don't know where else you want me to put it. yeah, I think that's kind of the pitch, you know. I don't know if it's a pitch or if it's just the way we feel and how we're approaching things this year. It's what we want to do. And while we're doing it, we want to document it and put it out there for everybody else to see, because I think it's a really beautiful thing to be able to go back and take everything out of it. Back to the stick and string ski. I don't know, a couple different arrows, a couple different weights, and they're all right there at whatever. Blister them up real low. I'm joking. I have no idea. I have this buddy who shoots him in the ass all the time. I don't know what it is, but lately he just seems to get buck fever, and man, I don't know. He used to be a killer. Now I have no idea what's going on with him. Hopefully he shakes that though, gets away from that. Yeah, those are all going in on one side, coming out the opposite leg on the other. They're all massively destroying the heart. Except for this one right here. This one was up. It was a little far forward. Probably kills the deer though. Just not super fast like we want it to. Wonder if Murphy's still on. He's probably setting up his bow. Trying to get those arrows sorted out. We got a lot of work to do before next weekend. I'm gonna take Friday off of work. I'm gonna hunt Friday, Saturday. I may head to Western Maryland to hunt Sunday, and I'm gonna hunt Monday. So if we haven't killed a deer by 6th, Friday, 7th, 8th, 9th, if I haven't killed a deer by the 9th of September, I'm gonna be really, really, like, I'm gonna feel bad. WP, thanks for jumping on. Glad to see you as well, man. You could have been on here earlier. We had a couple of guys making some weird comments. You could have just been like, yeah, put them in timeout. Get them out of here. Bill, you think you're going with us to Maryland. Yeah, he probably is. I'd like to watch Bill shoot his first deer with the recurve on camera. I don't know how it's going to go. I think Alfred's already talked me into, like, I got to hunt first because he wants to film it. Because we want to make a beautiful documentary of the first deer with the recurve. Yoy. That's a little better, a little higher. I might film you, Bill. We'll see. We'll probably film you. Oh, I can't stack them in there any tighter. All right, this is one of them light arrows, so I don't know what it's going to do. Light tip. Yep, super high. Oi. Big buck down. Little buck down. It's crazy how when you're holding that, you start to feel it in this muscle. You start to feel it in this muscle after about an hour and a half of shooting. It's really a workout. And I've been doing this for what, this 14 days. I've lost 4 pounds since I started doing this because I keep walking up and down this hill. That's good too, I guess. My wife probably loves that. So we got one straight here in the neck. But where it's at in the neck is an absolute drop shot because that deer's spine sits right there. And then we got 3 in the heart. I mean, I'll take it. I think what we're going to do is try to shoot the can here. I like to shoot the can when there's like 50, 60 people on, but I don't know. I think Bill stole all my following today. He's been hammering live. Everybody watched earlier, and now they're like, ah, fuck, I'm going to bed. Can't watch guys shoot bows anymore. Colby, why all the practice? Well, we want to be ready for anything that happens out there. Woody Wood, thank you for jumping out there and doing some practicing too. My bear it's this year's model. I just bought it Sunday, right? Sunday afternoon, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And to just buy it then, get everything tuned up and shooting the way it does, I think that's a pretty fantastic thing. Sweet. Ronaldo, my kid was talking about you the other day, man. Thanks for everything that you do. All those people that you're making happy by scoring all those goals playing soccer. I appreciate it. My kid's out here chasing down everybody in the world, making them kick the soccer ball with him. It's all because of you. Well, you and Messier. IFV, did you tell me the other day how old you are? Because I think you're an older gentleman here, just like we are. Ronaldo, you rock. No, I hope you do get out there. Rooster, what's my favorite sport? Traditionally, I think I like football, right? Been trying to get one of these jokers to cooperate for like 3 days. No, they don't want none of that smoke. I want to fire one of them down there into that buck. At 100 feet per second. That's about what this bow's shooting, probably. Maybe 87 feet per second. Who knows? That knock that's in that deer is dying out. So we'll put the other arrow right there next to it. That way we can see him. All right, this is the light one, so I don't know how this one's gonna go. Pretty good. Back to another heavy one. Again, you know, shooting a traditional bow, different tip weights, different arrow weights, that's really going to get you familiar with what your arrow's doing. I mean, that's a heck of a 4-shot group. I don't care what anybody says. Oh. Get a lot of pinch back there in my back, like everything's just sore and tight because this has been a long couple days. All right, so we shot a turkey with a crossbow. That's cool. Bowmad's gonna get somebody to tell the story. Woody Wood, thank you for the nice group comment. Yeah, it is a workout. It's worth it though. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot another 4 shots out of the bare bow before I go down there and get those arrows. Yeah, turkey are hard to kill with the bow. I mean, they're hard to kill with the bow. I guess today's Friday, huh? The new Super Grizzly. BSG. 45 pounds, 28 inches. Pretty phenomenal bow. Got a lot more punch than that other one, I'll tell you that. I shot broadheads out of this the other day, and it shot fantastic. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. I shot a turkey, what, last year or the year before with the bow? And it was probably like 21 yards. 21 yards. It doesn't feel super quiet. I think the noise level that I hear versus what I feel in the grip kind of allows me to think that it's louder than it is, but it's actually really quiet. That other bow, the Adventure 2.0, since I put the string silencers on there, that thing is super quiet. I mean, it's whisper quiet now. This bow here, I shot 3 shots, 3 consistent shots yesterday at 40 yards that are in a group about the same size as the group that's on the buck right now. Now, will I shoot a deer 40 yards? No, because it takes about 17 minutes for the arrow to get there. Probably 25 yards is my max. But like 80% of the time that I go out hunting, I have deer within 25 yards of me, so should be a good season. I'm just tired. That muscle that runs on the lateral part of your arm right here, like whatever that muscle is, that thing is just, it's just sore. It hurts because that's the muscle that you hold your fingers tight with. Yeah, IFE, I think 20, 25 yards, like whatever your point on distance is, like I think with this bow, it's like, it's right at 23, 24 yards. Like, yeah, when you got to start holding over the deer and you have all those other outside things going on, it's not great. I'm probably not getting any more bows this year. Dude, I've spent more money on bows in the last couple of weeks than I wanted to. That's not a Bear Kodiak, it's a Super Grizz. Mr. McLaughlin, how do you say it, dude? McLaughlin. I hope I'm saying it right. No, I'm not ready at all. I was born ready. I am. I'm doing pretty good. Like anywhere from 10 to 25 yards, I'm solid, and I have full confidence in myself that I'm able to take the shot. Doesn't matter what yardage it is. We did some indoor shooting where we didn't do any range finding. We didn't do any of that stuff. We're just looking at targets. We know pretty much where they're at, but you know, we're standing in front of the line, standing behind the line. Like these arrows, like that's a 3.5 inch group. They're all within a 3.5 inch circle there at 19 yards. I mean, and they're all right in the heart. Like, I mean, they're just there. These ones are a little silly, but again, they're the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th shot out of that group. I think when I'm fresh, I'm doing solid. And the only one that matters is that first one, right? Can you do the cold shot at 35 yards? If you can, great, do it. If you can't, don't. In 20, 25 yards, man, is like, that's a slam dunk for me, cold shot. And I think just about every one of these damn nocks is wore out. I don't know if it's 3,000. It's probably 2,000 in the last 14 days, for sure. I don't know. 10, 100, 1,500, yeah. Because I know I'm over 150 arrows a day. Yeah, it's up there. You guys see where I'm at, so it's a couple seconds, 35 seconds. Whoa, mama. Whew. You're looking good. Smack that.
Ugh.
What?
They backed out.
Oh, yeah?
The people that were supposed to come tomorrow.
They're not coming?
Nope.
Why not?
Apparently, they think it's priced too high based on the mileage.
All right, so tell them they can come take a look at it.
I'm like, that's Kelly's Blue Book's value. Like, I didn't just make it up. Like, and then I looked on Kelly Blue Book's other cars, other Mazdas 2016s. They have a little bit less miles, but they're like all 15,000. Oh, sorry.
Wifey's trying to sell her car. Do the thing. All right, so we still got 16 people on. Yeah, I know I got a hot mic. I don't care. You guys get to see the real me, not that fake stuff that everybody else is doing. There's no filters here. There's no glam filter. There's none of that baloney at Pain Train Outdoors. When I walk in there and my kid asks me if I'm going to snuggle with him, guess what? You're going to hear it. I don't care. All right, so earshot on the doe, right? Yeah, base of the year. That's all right. It is bourbon. Yeah. My wife's awesome. I'm married up for sure. My man shed. Man. I'm gonna shoot a couple more minutes and maybe I'll pan the camera over there as they get cleaned up, but yeah. Bill, we're not showing everybody the antler room. They got to check out a video. Happy wife, happy life. Yep. She's a good chick. She already knows that she's not going to see me till about January once next weekend starts. Well, that's low. Show us the rack room. Bill, I don't even have any nice bucks up there, man. They're just little guys. We're going to get a nice one this year. Shoot a big one this year. All right, so how many? I got 4 arrows. Yeah, I do. Got an earshot. Got that one. Yeah, we're going to hunt Maryland. Jackie, don't talk about my wife like that. She's happy. She better be happy. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a break from doing the lives tomorrow outside. Maybe we'll do one. Maybe we'll do one up there. We'll do a Q&A or something. Because I think you guys, you guys add enough value in the chat. We could talk about a lot of stuff. All right, let's do a real quick survey. Who wants to go up to the room and see the deer? If I get 5 out of the 18 people that say, yeah, do it, give me a thumbs up, we'll go up. We'll check it out. We got to get 5. Excluding Bomad. I need 5 thumbs up. IFE says, let's do it. What? How? Come on. All right. I guess you guys win. Even though I hate it. Well, maybe that's the end of my session for tonight, right? All right, so in order to do this, give me a second. I'm gonna go check this out. I don't know how much light I even have up there, but we're gonna do it, I guess. Who doesn't want to see the deer? They're not even that impressive. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna take my drink with me. We're gonna let the bows sit out here. We're gonna let them soak a little bit. We're gonna go check it out. Because everybody wants to see the deer. Everybody wants to see the deer. Honey, everybody wants to see the deer, so I gotta take them upstairs. Me? No, not you. They don't want to see some crazy kid running around eating Legos, crayons. Shut up. All right, so I don't know how much light I have up here, but either way, we'll figure it out. All right, everybody stayed on. That's cool. Grizzly needs to go. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got in here. Now I just unboxed a new video editing computer, so I got some boxes in here. I gotta turn the light on. Is the light even plugged in? Nope. Gotta plug a light in. Gotta plug in the light. So we got that guy there. He probably tapes out at like 122. He's yep, I just lost my mic. He's got some really big G2s. Pretty stellar buck. The downside is he's not super wide past his ears, right? And he's not completely symmetrical, but he does have some stuff going on that's really cool. When you look at him, his main beams come out. They're like, I mean, they come all the way out to 22 and a half inches or something like that, which is pretty cool. Then we got a couple of buck. This buck I shot a bunch of years ago as a kid. That's the first buck I ever shot with a bow. He's a pretty good deer. He just doesn't have a brow tine on the one side. I mean, he's all right. This is last year's archery buck. Again, he's probably like, I mean, he's almost the same size as that deer because he's got a much bigger spread, right? This one over here has a 16-inch spread. This one's like 19 and 4/8. But he's got giant brow tines. Just to give you an idea how big those brow tines are. I mean, they're 5-inch brow tines, 6-inch brow tine on that side. I think it's a pretty big deer. And then this one's cool because he's got a throat patch that's just really, it's really unique. He's got this little triangle going on underneath his throat patch. So I watched that deer at about 115 yards, 2-3 nights in a row. And then I snuck in and I shot him from the ground at 47 yards in 20-mile-an-hour wind. So that's a really significant achievement for me with a bow in Pennsylvania to be able to do that. But you can see he's got a big football head. This one here, like, he's an old deer, and you can see he's got a lot of scarring on him. He's really white. You can see down here in his arms, like compared to the other deer, like everything's brown. But this deer he was white everywhere, like an old grandpa deer. And you can see I shot him 7 November, and you can see by the size of the neck on him, he wasn't one of those deer that was really running around chasing a lot of does. Like, he's just an old buck. Like, he's super white around the nose and the face, especially compared to these ones. And he doesn't have that big football head, you know? All right. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to head back outside? Oh, you know, I'll show you guys some of this stuff too. We do some shed hunting. We do some digging. We've had some run-ins with some really big deer over the years. I think that shed measures 62 and 1/8 inches. So that's a pretty big shed. You just see the mass on it. That's my striker bow that I blew up. Again, we got a new computer to do the video editing stuff in the box. Give you some perspective. That one was, I think, 62 and 1/8. I think this one's 51 or 52. All Pennsylvania deer. We got some cool ones with double G2s, split G2s, whatever you want to say. I got all my saddle gear laying down there. I got to go through that stuff, but yeah. Let's get out. Let's shoot a couple more shots. Do the thingy, and then call it a night, I guess. Well, maybe I'll shoot a little bit more. I got like 20-some people on, so no biggie.
Punch my nuts.
You can't say that. We're on the internet. So?
Here's punch my nuts.
Everybody hears that. Now, here's the story, guys. That room,
Oh.
it only includes about
No motion.
half of the bucks I've shot in my life. I was deployed in 2011, and there was a tropical storm that threw my town. We got about 17 inches of rain, and my house was flooded. And I came home to an absolute nightmare of a mess. So all of the other deer that I shot as a kid prior to 2011, I lost. It wasn't worth the effort or the challenge of trying to go back and salvage that stuff. I was trying to salvage cars and motorcycles that, you know, like stuff that had a lot of value to it, as opposed to salvaging hunting stuff. So in total, I think there were 7 bucks in the house at that point, because I lost everything on the bottom floor. And I don't have that stuff anymore, which, you know, it is what it is. But then I kind of took a hiatus from, I don't know, 2004 all the way to 2014, where I didn't hunt at all. So I missed 10 years of it. Well, it is, you know, it is what it is. I got over it. I'm not even mad about it. I still have the memories. Bill, I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Like I said, you've always been that stellar guy in the corner just rooting me on. So cheers to you, my friend. Grizzly is fast. That thing's a shooter. But guys, I'm kind of smoked. We're at like the 2-hour mark. It's getting late. I'm gonna go in there and beat on the kid and make sure he goes to bed. But I'm gonna show you guys the man shed as I get things closed up here for the evening. I'm gonna put, well, you know what? We'll go back over here for a little bit. I'm gonna go get the arrows and then get stuff put away. Man, 7 other bucks I could have on the wall. Pennsylvania's a weird state. You can only shoot one buck a year, so I 7 plus those 6, I'd be at 13. And I've probably, like I said, out of 30 years, 31 years that I could hunt, I took a 10-year hiatus. And we need some glue in that one. So 22 years, 13 bucks. It ain't a bad number for public ground. And a lot of that was when I was, you know, a lot of that time was when I was a kid hunting. Heck, we've killed 33 deer in the last 6 years. And I've passed hundreds of small, like 100 small bucks in Maryland. And we've passed 100 more in Pennsylvania too. IFE, man, it has been wicked fun. Wicked fun. Later, Murphy. I will. I'll tell her you said hi. It's the man shed. I don't give two balonies about that bow, so I just hang it right there in the corner. That's where it lives. I think a couple people fell asleep. On a dark and stormy night, in a land far, far away, a man shot a deer in Pennsylvania with a crossbow. Oh. You guys are some loyal fans, man. I turn the lights out and nobody leaves anyhow. I love it. Now we got more people on. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. Really, I do. You make my heart melt just a little bit. Anyway, this is it. Like, I'm cleaned up and I'm leaving. Rooster, not a problem. Lights out is when it's when the all right, guys, have a good one. Again, hit the sub button, hit the like button, come follow Pain Train Outdoors this year. Let it on and go to bed. We'll see. I just close the door. Yep, you know what? I'm just going to close the door. Fine, it is what it is. Good night, guys. You have fun. Hey, hon, you're not going to believe this.
Quiet,
But
it's coming in.
you're not going to believe this, but I closed the shed door because everybody's on live right now.
Dad, be quiet.
So all they see is the black screen, but they're still all watching. What's up, Lando?
Quiet.
Oh, are you spying on me?
No.
Guy's eating. Okay, quiet time.
Pretzels.
Eating some pretzels. So I'm just going to leave it on there, leave the live on, and see how many people watch. I'm going to keep the mic on too, so like later on when we're doing, they can hear all that stuff. Hot mic. Ooh, I'm going down, down, baby. No seat in a street sweet. Hurts. Bill made me look bad because I think Bill got about 13,942 subs today, and I got 5. Ugh. Yep. Alfred's in Canada, and deer season starts on the 6th of September. So, I don't know. I still got to hook this computer up. I got some editing I have to do. I got a couple of good videos. The striker video I think is going to be fire. When I blew that up, people have been asking about that for like 3 days. I got to clean this room up because I got hunting stuff laying everywhere. I got camera gear. And then what I really got to do, I either gotta make more room on this wall, or I got to start using the other wall this year because I'm putting at least 3 bucks on the wall, like big ones. 2 from Maryland, 1 from Pennsylvania, maybe 1 from Maryland, 1 from Virginia, 1 from Pennsylvania. We're gonna do it. It's just how it's gonna be. And I'm dying to know how many people are on the line. I'm gonna walk.
Okay, what?
It's crazy.
Stop anxiety.
Hey, you still got some chicken in the fridge, right? And mashed potatoes? Oh, I'm gonna eat because I'm starving. I'm feeling good. All right, Bo Matt, if you're still on, I gotta give you some props. I gotta see how many people are on the live. Maybe we see how good the microphone works, right? There's still 14 people on. Come back to the shed. I'm scared of the dark. Oh my. You guys are awesome. Yay. You guys just want to hang out in the living room or what? Like we could watch TV. STX is still, dude, I closed the shed like 5 minutes ago and then I was like, I'm done. And there's still people on. I don't know what's up. Austin's woman. Yo, what's up? Seriously, Austin's woman, like we got to have a chat here because I know Alfred was talking to you about fishing the Ausable, right? All right, I'm taking everybody inside. I can't leave you in the woodshed all night. I feel like I'm neglecting people, you know? That's just not a good feeling for me. All right, let's do this. I'm not even going to lock the door. I'm just going to let it open. If anybody needs anything, come get it. So, probably ought to bring my daggone stand in because I don't want to hold the phone for the next 3 hours. But yeah, Alfred talked about fishing the Ausable. And, like, maybe there's a way. Aw, say hi.
Hi.
Aw,
Hi.
say hi. Maybe there's a way we can make something work where we can get out there and do some fishing on the Ausable, and then maybe look at some public ground to hunt.
What did you create?
We're also looking at
I
like
must
Texas.
obey.
Texas was another
I
one.
must obey.
Can you turn this light off and then hit this one over here? That would be awesome.
Oh my god.
Rooster, my family is awesome. I'm blessed. My kid's a nutball, but I love him to death.
Shut up!
Shut it.
So nice to hear that.
Shut up to me before.
What's everybody else saying?
Ooh, Riley's gonna die.
Dude, we could put Tropic Thunder on right now. I would watch that all night long.
Oh, look, that's
Landon.
what?
Austin's woman wants you to say Alfred Pecker.
What?
Say Alfred Pecker real loud.
Alfred Pecker!
Anyway, yeah, that's where the name came from. But we got to do some fly fishing out there. I don't care how it she's like, look. We got to figure that out. Like, we just got to do it. And he wants to just throw mouse flies all night long because all he wants to do is fish it at night.
Hey, does anybody want to buy a 2016 Mazda CX-5? Let me know. It's for sale.
He looks like his mom copied and pasted. Yeah, he does. Oh, look.
Look!
Landon, look here.
He does.
No!
Mother like son.
Ooh, that's a good for that.
Got you. No screaming.
Ugh. But yeah, the challenge is trying to get him to shoot. Like, I've got a bow for him. I don't know how it's set up. I mean, he's probably grown about 40 pounds since I bought him the bow. But he hasn't been super big into it. What do you think about hunting deer, buddy?
You want to go out and hunt this year with Dad?
No!
No.
Seth says, bring her, buddy. Seth, are you coming over on Sunday? Because I think if you're coming over, I'm probably going to throw a giant chunk of meat on the smoker.
That's so tall.
Do you want to practice shooting the bow first?
Yeah, I wish I could get him into it. He's on the spectrum a little bit, right? So he's got some quirky little things that he does, and he's super into his, like, whatever it is that he's into.
Legos right now.
Yeah, so now it's Legos. You know, it was soccer balls for a while. Minecraft, video games, all that stuff. What time? Sunday. What time?
To destroy the console.
Like 12:01.
Yeah, so Seth, like 1 o'clock. If you want to jump out there, do a little shooting, like whenever you show up is fine. I don't care. But her friends are coming over around 1.
Depression.
And then maybe we can talk some shop. You're not planning on hunting Maryland, are you?
Depression is currently.
STX Outdoor said, no idea what you said, but he'll take it. All right, so you're buying a 2016 Mazda CX-5. It's in great shape. I mean, if anybody wants a car. I mean, I
just want to get a Tesla.
Yeah, like we got money to buy a Tesla.
A Model 3 is not that bad. Calm down.
I don't feel like working for the rest of my life.
Was there a Model 4?
And I serve in the Army, so I deserve to have a car when I have. Just saying. I work hard, and I deserve to have a car.
Yeah, she can buy whatever she wants.
What the heck?
You know what's crazy? You know, we talk about getting personal, right? But my wife and I, we don't even share bank accounts. Like, she has her own bank account. I have my own bank
We
account.
split the bills.
So we don't ever fight over money, which I think is really awesome. I pay the mortgage. She pays the child care. She pays, I think she pays the insurance for the cars. I pay the phone bill. And that's the only
I pay, like,
bills.
the sewer, electric, and food.
There's, like, not a whole lot else going on.
We split it.
Our Tesla's kind of trash. I don't know. My buddy bought one, and I went for a ride in it the other day, and I mean, it's pretty
But
impressive.
my thing is like I'm tired of paying the high gas prices and oil changes. So
Bomad, my
No,
wife
don't
is
destroy
she's
all
active
these
duty in
countries,
the
you'll die.
military.
Depression.
Hey, IFV says, hey, dude, get whatever makes you happy. I agree with that. I just don't trust Teslas. Rooster, you want to see what I drive? Like, I have two Jeeps outside. I got a 2008 Jeep Wrangler with 139,000 miles, and then I got another Jeep in the garage.
If you were to sold the 2008 Jeep Wrangler, how much would you get for that?
I would hope to get 8 out of that.
Yeah.
Rooster loves the Jeeps.
They're
Seth says,
gas guzzlers.
Seth, what, again, like,
See, I look about all long range.
see, and this
gas.
is the other thing. You should talk to Seth, too. She had somebody lined up to come look at this car tomorrow,
Well, they
and I think they backed out. She's got a CX-5. It's a 16 with like 168, 170,000 miles on it. I think she's asking a decent price for it.
Well, it's Kelly Blue Book value.
But
I just replaced the alternator and battery on it, and had an oil change on it, and inspection's good until June. So, not bad.
What's happening? He gathers everything.
And it's
So-
garage kept, and I keep it. I wash it and vacuum it every week. It's like almost it looks really good.
Seth, what do you have out there for EVs? Like, she's also a big fan of. Well, he only sells Honda though.
Yeah, I looked at Mach-E, the Mustang.
Yeah, but you don't want one of those. You want one of those. You want one of those daggum Toyotas. The new
Oh, I was looking
Toyota,
at the Toyota RAV4.
the 2024 Toyota RAV4s are hot.
I don't know. I was back and forth between that or the Ford Escape. I don't know.
Babe, you're a smoke show. You know that. My
Oh,
wife
thanks.
is. My
I don't
wife
have
is.
my hair or makeup done, but
She's
thanks.
54 years old, and look how good she looks.
34.
Oh, my bad. My bad. See, IFE says the RAV4 is rad. Like the new.
Yeah, I was looking at the
Yeah.
new ones, like the 2025s. They look
They're
pretty
hot.
hot.
They're hot.
Hot as balls.
Yo, I put you guys in the shed and nobody left. I don't even know how to get off the live. Like I should have been off the live like an hour ago.
As hot as
Wait, you got 5 more minutes.
So what?
Bedtime.
So we have all kinds of stuff laying around my house. It's bow related. Well, here, I gotta show everybody how stupid this is. So I've got serving string here. I've got all of this jazz. When I come in the house from shooting, I just throw a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. I'm selling a bunch of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And then when you come into our dining room, like we have a really nice dining room, but what I have is bow stuff laying absolutely everywhere, right? And a freaking. But I have, well, there's 2 bows, 3 bows, 4 bows, 117 arrows. There's all like, I don't know what my problem is. But I guess some days, like you get to a point where you're like, you know what? If I want a bow, it's ready to go. The Jello is ready.
Well, let me get you a spoon.
There's the marshmallows are
He's ready.
spinning in it.
Do you want to try it with the marshmallow?
Wait. Oh my god.
Try
It's a Red Sea.
Seth's like, just give me a ring when you're done. You're hilarious, bro. Yo, eat that big marshmallow. Just put that whole thing in your mouth with the Jello.
Grab it.
Put it in. Oh, what is that? The Jello. Oh, what?
Just let them do this more.
My kid at midnight or at 11 o'clock is going to eat
All right,
a
not
whole
all
thing
this
of
Jello.
Jello.
Come on. If Mom wasn't here, you'd be in trouble with that.
But anyway, I guess Seth's going to come over on Sunday. He
A little bit.
he kind of helped me wiggle through some challenges here. I wanted to get a Rubicon or a Mojave, and I ended up with a Rubicon. And this thing, like, I love that. It's just beautiful. It's freaking awesome. And the reason I bought it is because I had a Mustang, and what I needed to do was something that I could haul some deer in. I got another Jeep outside, but her car, like, I don't know, this car is in perfect condition. It's well taken care of. It's garage kept. It has leather, and somebody was complaining about paying like $8,500 for it on Facebook Marketplace, which doesn't make any sense to me. They can't even find a used one because nobody will sell them. But this is going to be my deer getter this year. Pretty awesome. You can see I got 17,942 projects going in my life. But bow hunting takes priority. Got the new boots this year. Whew, man, I'm telling you. Got enough fishing rods out there to choke a chicken. I've been trying to get off the live for like 30 minutes, and every time I think I'm gonna get off, about 17 more people get on. So I appreciate it. Rooster likes the Jeeps. I mean, I'm a fan, man. I love that thing.
If somebody could tell me what electric vehicle they would get, because I'm trying to find one. I know some people like Tesla, some people don't, but I want to find one just because gas prices are high. I don't like to keep spending too much money on gas and all the oil changes. So I'm trying to trade in, well, not really trade in, but sell my 2016 Mazda CX.
Do a 360. Stop.
Mommy,
My
I want
wife's
to buy
crazy.
the pie.
So if anybody wants to buy my car, I'm selling it. I listed on Auto Trader.
IFV's like, dude, go hybrid, right? I'm
Right. I
telling
was
you.
looking at between a Model 3 Tesla. I was looking at the Ford Mach-E, Mustang Mach-E's, and some of the hybrids I was looking at, the Toyota RAV4 and the Ford Escapes. So,
Here's an ad.
I don't know. Anybody want to give me feedback? Let me know, because it's
Jackie says none.
struggle is real. None. What would you recommend then?
She's like, no, don't recommend any hybrid
Don't
vehicle.
drink
Just
water.
stay with gas. That's
Yeah,
what
but
Jackie's
I'm
saying.
just gas prices are going up, and then oil changes are.
Yeah, hon, but listen, out of all the people I know, you got more gas than anybody.
Oh, very funny.
Can you make me some chicken and some mashed
I
potatoes
I
and
did
some
make
corn?
it. All you gotta do is warm it up. Like,
Very
what else do you want me to do? Do you want me to wipe your butt too?
She's giving me some tood, man.
Like, what else?
Don't touch this.
No, it can't touch this.
Seth says the CRV hybrid gets 40 miles per gallon.
So what?
Seth says the Honda CRV hybrid gets 40 miles per gallon.
The new ones look really nice. I was kind of looking at them too.
My back is itchy.
Austin's woman says, and again, this isn't Austin's woman. It's actually Fishing Girl 23, I think. But she can't change her name for another 4 days or 5 days. She said a lifted 2-door Chevy or Ford truck. Now, look, that's what I'm talking about. She should get a square body, lifted Chevy from I don't even know what year, but yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I can look into it. Test drive one, I guess.
Jackie says gas is going down. I know what's going down later.
Well, and it also depends on who we have as the next president, because that also.
I want some cream pie.
Yeah, get the square body, Fishing Girl. That's what I'm saying.
Pie.
Get a square body.
Cream pie.
We all have Kamala Harris. We're doomed.
No, we're not doing Kamala Harris. We ain't playing that game, because if we do that, look, if we do that, we're gonna play this game where we pay. I don't know what we're gonna pay.
Saga.
Cream pie.
All right, come on.
All right, anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to get something to eat.
Tomorrow. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I gotta put a lift on that thing, get it set
What
up.
do you want? Do you want chicken nuggets?
But anyway,
Hot
I'm
dog?
gonna let you guys go.
Hot dog.
It's been an awesome evening.
You are-
The Volvo C40 is an awesome car. I love it.
Are you a growing boy?
No, Bomad, we're not gonna watch me eat. Let go. Austin's woman said good night, so we're gonna go.
Say goodnight.
Appreciate everybody.
Night, everyone.
Everybody say good night. Say good night real loud.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
All right.
Someone doesn't look like they're ready for
You
bed.
guys have a good one.